Hi and welcome to another Wellness Wednesday here at Mindset Wellness CBD. My name is Adriane if we haven't met before, and today we'll be moving through 45 minutes of a blend of yoga and Pilates. There's nothing needed really, no props needed, just have your mat set up in a space, and then you'll need your body. That's it. Let's wait for another few minutes and set up your space. Maybe you want to light an incense, maybe you want to take some CBD. I actually just had my happy drops, and I don't know how it is where you are. It's a really gloomy day here in New York today, and I just can't get over how good these drops taste. They actually do taste a little bit like sunshine in a bottle. So anyways, whenever you're ready, come to your mat. It's an Instagram live, so I can't play any music on my end, but if you like to listen to music while you work out, get started, put your music on, and then let's meet on our mat in constructive rest pose. So what does this mean? This means we'll bring our back down to the mat. The bottoms of our feet are stepped into the mat, and we'll bring them about mat distance apart. And then you can take your knees and let them rest against each other. And let's take this opportunity to arrive in our space, in our body, and wrap one arm around you and the other arm, giving yourself a nice hug to start into your practice with. And then tune into your breath. See if you can lengthen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. For a moment, if you'd like to, you can close your eyes and really sense into the connection between your breath and your body and the space around you. Feel your body rise as you inhale. And feel the back of your body connect more deeply with the ground beneath as you exhale. Inhale, reach both fingertips up to the sky, and exhale, switch the wrap of your arms. Embrace yourself, embrace the time and the space that you're making for yourself. Deepen your inhale and deepen your exhale. One more full round of breath here in this shape. Inhale to reach both arms up towards the ceiling again, and heel toe your feet in so they come directly under your knees. So your feet are about hip distance apart. You can just reach for your heels, see that you can grace them with your fingertips. And inhale, reach your tailbone away from you and into the mat. Arch your lower back, I hope you can see. And exhale, tuck your tailbone, press your lower back into the mat. Let's do this again. We inhale and arch. Exhale and tilt. One more time. Inhale all the way into your big arch here. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, and then roll up your spine. So lower back, middle back, upper back lifts. We inhale into our bridge pose here, and exhale, roll down your upper back, middle back, lower back. And again, inhale to arch, exhale to tilt, tuck, and roll, and roll, and roll. Take an even bigger inhale at the top of your bridge here this time. And exhale, roll yourself all the way back down onto your mat, vertebra by vertebra. We inhale, arch one more time. Exhale, tuck, and roll up and up and up. This time, we'll stay in our bridge for a little bit. Reach your hips up, reach your knees away from you. Check in with your ribs, make sure they are nicely holding together here in this shape. With your next inhalation, come onto your tippy toes. And exhale, lower your heels back to the mat. Again, inhale onto your toes. Bring your fingertips to the ceiling if you'd like to add on here. And exhale, arms and heels come down to the mat. We inhale onto our toes, lift our fingertips up. Exhale, lower your heels, keep your fingertips up. The next time now we will lift our toes off the mat and spread them, dig the heels in, and you can reach your arms overhead if you'd like to add on. And then we exhale, lower our toes, reach our arms up. And let's do it again. We inhale, dig your heels in, reach your arms overhead, keep those hips lifted high, and exhale up. One more time here. Toes come up and spread wide as we reach our arms overhead. Keep our ribs knit together. And then lower your toes, bring your arms all the way down onto the mat, and lower your hips as well. You can gather your knees into your chest, rock side to side for just a moment. Bring your feet back down onto the mat, and let's cross our right ankle just above our left knee. You can wave that right knee up and down a few times. And then we'll interlace our hands behind our left thigh and pull that left thigh towards our chest. Keep your shoulders relaxed and keep your tailbone reaching down into the mat here too. You can flex both feet if you'd like. And breathe into this stretch. And then release your arms onto the ground. You can either T-shape them out or cactus bend at the elbows. Bring your knees over to the left side and turn your head to the right side. So your gaze is sort of into the palm of your right hand. Become aware of all that yummy extra space you're creating on your right side body here. And send some breath there. Return to your center. Extend your right leg towards the ceiling and then hug that leg in towards your face a little. So you can keep a bend in that knee and keep your toes pointing, or you can straighten that leg, flex your foot, so point your toes towards your nose if you will. Keep your shoulders relaxed though on the mat. Tailbone stays onto the mat as well. And exhale, bring the right foot back down to the mat. Let's take it over to the left side. So our left ankle crosses and we flap that knee up and down like waving hello to our hips here. And then interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Pull that thigh close towards your chest. Very nice. Check in with your face too. Make sure it's nicely relaxed as well. Very good. Release your arms onto the floor and then bring your legs over to the right as your gaze turns to the left. If your hands, or your arms I should say, are T-shaped, see if you can slide your fingertips even a little bit farther away from each other. And remember, there's some extra space on your left side body where you can send some extra breath, some extra love, some extra care. Return to your center, and then let's extend that left leg, toes point to the ceiling, and then pull that leg in towards you, so you're stretching the whole back side of that leg. And you can always keep it bent, point your toes. You're in your body, so you feel what feels like a beneficial stretch for you. One more breath here. Bring that left knee in for a hug. Bring that right knee in for a hug. And then let's start rolling up and down our spine so that we can bring ourselves to a seated position. Easy cross-legged seat is good here. Once you're there, inhale, fingertips go up towards the sky, shoulders slide down your back. Exhale, twist to your right. Breathe into your seated twist. And I want you to picture yourself growing taller as you inhale and twisting a little more deeply as you exhale. Root down a little more as you inhale and embrace that twist. Next inhalation brings us back to center, fingertips reach up. Exhale right away, twist to the other side, our left side that is. And we inhale here. And exhale, let your gaze be softly over your left shoulder. Inhale, we return to our center, reach our fingertips up. Flip that right palm so it is facing to the right, and then circle that arm down. Your fingertips touch the mat, then press your palm into the mat and reach your left arm overhead. Nice side stretch here. I want you to sit your left sits bone into the mat even more heavily, so you're creating more length on that left. One more inhale here, and then let's switch it over to our other side. Your gaze can be to your bottom hand, or you can sort of peek up under your arm towards the sky, towards a sun that's hiding today. And then let that go. Come to your center, and we'll be making our way onto all fours from here. So on all fours, I want you to check in with yourself. Make sure that your hands, your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders, and your knees are directly underneath your hips, yeah? Fingers are spread wide, and all 10 fingers are pressing into the mat evenly. We inhale, tilt our tailbone, arch our back, pull our chest and our gaze forward for a cow shape. Exhale, tuck that tailbone, round your spine, gaze comes towards your navel, and now cat. Let's do that again. And exhale to round. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale inward. Next inhale brings you to a neutral spine, a neutral pelvis. So I want you to really keep your navel lifted in as if it wants to hug your spine. And your shoulders stay away from your ears, down your back, okay? Next inhalation, slide your right hand and left leg out and away from you until you can't help but picking them up. So we're having them at about hip and shoulder height. One more inhalation to reach even longer. Exhale, bring your knee and elbow together below your body. Inhale, reach long. And exhale to curl. Inhale to reach. Exhale to curl. Let's inhale, reach long and longer. Flip your palm around so that it is facing your floor now. Next inhalation, you tap your fingertips and your toes to the mat. Exhale to lift. And 2. And 1 last tap here. Reach it up. And then bring your right hand down on the mat under your shoulder. Bring your left knee back down on the mat. Exhale here. Inhale, slide your left hand and right foot away until they come up. Inhale to reach longer. Keep the back of your neck long. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, we reach long. And exhale, we curl. Inhale, more length. Exhale, more rounding. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, flip your palm so it faces the mat. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. 2 more times. And last one. Bring your hand on your mat. Bring your knee on your mat. Inhale, curl your toes under. As always, feel invited to use your hands here to assist. Lift your navel in. As you exhale, pick up your knees and hover them above the mat just a few inches. One more inhalation here. before we push all the way back into our downward facing dog. First down dog of our practice together today. Feel free to pedal out your feet or stretch in any other way that will feel beneficial to you here. Another moment of that. Before we lower our heels towards the mat, bring a soft bend to your knees as you walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. And there you arrive in your first forward fold. Keep a generous bend in your knees for this first one. Take hold of opposite elbows, so you're really resting your chest on your thighs here. Let your head hang heavy. You can sway side to side. Breathe. And then release your hands onto the mat. Exhale, pull your navel even closer into your spine as you roll up to standing. Take your time here. I don't want you to get dizzy. And then we arrive in our very first mountain pose, anatomical pose. Palms are facing forward, fingers are spread wide. Take a moment here, pick up all 10 toes, spread them and put them back onto the mat. Take another moment for you, close your eyes if you'd like. See if you want to set an intention for our time together today, for your whole day, for your whole week. Or you can also make it your focus to just stay with your breath. With your next inhalation, flutter your eyes open as you reach your hands overhead. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. And then walk your hands all the way out towards the front edge of your mat until you arrive in your very first plank pose of our practice together today. Let's hold our plank. And then shift ever so slightly forward on your wrists. Inhale here big. Exhale, bend your elbows. Keep them close by your sides as you lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Forehead comes to the mat. Top of your feet come to the mat. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the crown of your head forward so much that your chest is lifted off the mat here in your baby cobra. And exhale, lower down, curl your toes under, push all the way back into your downward facing dog. Nice, let's take a breath here before we move on. Inhale, our right leg comes up for a three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps forward on the inside of your right thumb. Low runner's lunge. Next inhalation, our right arm reaches up for the sky. Low runner's lunge twist. That's almost a little bit of a tongue twister there. Exhale, bring your hand down to the mat and step your left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, half lift, straight spine here. Push your hands into your chins to help with the lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up tall, hands come overhead. Exhale, right away we hinge forward, dive down. Inhale, another half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, follow with the left foot. Here we are in our plank pose again. We inhale big, exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, another cobra pose. Keep your elbows tight by your sides. Maybe this time you can hover your hands off the mat. Gorgeous. Next exhalation pushes you all the way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, our left leg comes up for a three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot on the inside of your left thumb. Low runner's lunge. Next exhalation reaches our left arm up for that twist. Inhale, reach your fingertips even higher. Before you exhale, bring your hand down on the mat. Step your right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Listen for the change. Inhale, we come up for our chair pose. Hips sit low, Fingertips reach high. Let me scooch back a little bit. Breathe into your chair. Exhale, gather your hands in front of your heart space. Inhale, lengthen that spine forward. Exhale, take your twist to the right. So you can hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Press your palms into each other. Keep your thumbs connected into your sternum. One more. Inhale here. Exhale to center. Inhale to prepare. And exhale right away, we twist to the other side. So make sure that you are squeezing your inner thighs, that you're squeezing your knees. You may want to think about sitting your left hip a little lower to stay even. We're almost there. Inhale, come to center. Well done, well done. Exhale, fold forward. Very nice. Inhale, half lift. Before we exhale and fold, step our left foot back. Follow with the right. Plank pose. Here we are again. Big inhale. Before we exhale, either lower all the way or only halfway down this time for your first chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Before we exhale, all the way to our downward dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale for your warrior one. So your back foot is connected to the mat. It's at a 45-degree angle, about. And your front knee is bent nicely right over your front ankle. Very nice. With our next inhalation, let's open this up into a warrior two. Fingertips are reaching away from each other as far as you can reach them. With our next inhalation, we flip our palm, front palm that is, so it's up to the ceiling. Reach forward and then exhale, big half circle back into our reverse warrior. We're peeking up towards the sky. Our heart is shining up towards the sky. Before we exhale, take it all the way down to the mat. Swing your right foot back. You can keep it lifted for a three-legged vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take this to the other side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale for your warrior one. And arrive in that warrior. Big step forward. Open gaze, open heart. Strong back leg too though. And softness, always softness. Next inhalation, we open it up to our warrior two. You can always move your back foot out a little if you need to adjust between your warriors. See if you can make an effort to slide your shoulder blades down your back. Before you inhale, flip your palm, reach forward to draw it all the way back, like a gorgeous big rainbow. And see if you can sense what that front knee is doing. We want it to stay there right in place, where it was in our warrior one and two. Inhale and exhale, take it to the mat. Flow with me. You can always skip these little vinyasa flows and come straight to down dog. You can always take a moment in child's pose too. Let's actually do that together now because I haven't brought you to child's pose yet. So lower your knees, bring them a little wider, bring your toes together, heels apart, and then you sit your hips back onto your heels. Bring your forehead to the mat and have your fingertips as close to the front edge of your mat as you possibly can. You can even tend onto your fingertips to give yourself a nice little extra stretch. And this is your child. This child is always there for you. You can come here whenever you need to reset or rest, or if it's just calling for you. Okay, let's inhale, come up onto all fours. Exhale, we slide our right foot back. Inhale, we slide our left foot back. So here we are in our plank pose. Push back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, right away, warrior two. Inhale, we reverse. Exhale, side angle. So 2 options. You can rest your forearm on your thigh, rest it there lightly, reach up through your left fingertips, or take your right hand, put it on the inside edge of your right foot. You can also, if you want to try for this version but you can't quite reach, you can always get a block or a book, some sort of prop that will bring the floor a little bit closer to you. Wherever you are, we'll breathe into this shape. Exhale, bring your left hand all the way down to the mat, press into your left palm. As you rotate onto the outer edge of your left foot, step your right foot back, stack it on top of your left. Inhale, reach up through your top arm. If you're thinking, well, this will not work for me at all, no worries. Bring your left knee down onto the mat as a kickstand. And we'll just breathe here for a moment into our version of a side plank. You can also stagger your feet instead of stacking them. One more inhalation here. Exhale, come to plank pose and chaturanga. Or, all the way down. Inhale for your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, we step forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse it. And exhale, side angle, here we come. Really stretch your heart out to the sides, make space. And exhale, circle that right hand down to the mat and make your way to side plank on this side. Very nice. We're just here holding it, feeling all those muscles that are working and engaged in this pose. Exhale for your plank pose and little vinyasa flow. Okay, let's do one more little variation of this. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, we step forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, we reverse. Exhale, we straighten our front leg. Inhale, we reach forward with our right arm as far as we can reach. Exhale, we find our triangle pose. Again, if you are working out with a prop, it's a great pose to put it under your bottom hand. You can also rest your hand on your shin. See if you can sense that your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. Check in with your breathing. Before we inhale, come up to warrior two. So you want to bend that front knee. Come here again. Very good. We exhale here and then we inhale. Spin our back heel up and reach both arms forward. So we are coming to a high lunge here, yeah? Very well done. From our high lunge, we will be stepping into our right foot and bring our left leg with us like a bent knee in front of our body. So let's see if what we can do here. Am I still? Yes, I'm still in the frame. It's a bit tricky sometimes with the Instagram lives. We'll be finding our tree pose. So left foot comes to the inside of our right thigh, or it can be just on the calf too, just don't put it on the inside of your knee. And then we bring our palms together in front of that heart space. Here you can take the opportunity to lift your heart into your thumbs, into your hands. And if you like to, if this is for you today, extend your branches to the sky, grow tall as you root down into your one foot. We breathe here. Okay, let's make our way back into that warrior two. Okay, one more inhale here, reach your fingertips apart. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat and vinyasa flow here. Let's take it to the left. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach for it. Exhale, triangle pose. Your gaze here can be up towards your top hand, or down toward your bottom hand, or just in front of you. I'm choosing in front of me right now because I don't know if you can see on the screen, there's the cutest painting here that has a whole bunch of white little bunny rabbits. Very peaceful to look at. Inhale, come up to your warrior two again. Exhale here. Before we inhale, spin into our high lunge. Take a moment here to arrive in that shape. Before we shift our weight into that left foot, bring that right knee with you. Let's stand for a moment with that right knee bent in front of us before we find our tree on this side. Hands can stay by your heart, or they can extend up tall. Always feel free to bring your palms together with your hands extended up. This one's really tricky for me to do. Immediately my shoulders want to come up and forward. So if that's something similar happens to you, keep your fingers, arms wide, pinky edges of your fingers sort of spun towards each other to help bring the shoulders down and keep that collarbone open and smiling. It's time for us to travel back to our warrior two. Inhale here. Before you exhale for your last vinyasa flow. Very nice. Take a deep breath in your dog. You can also walk it for a moment. Do what you'd like. Find stillness in your dog. Inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. And exhale, bend your elbows. Bring yourself all the way down onto your mat. Forehead is on the mat too. I'm gonna scooch back a little so I'm in the frame. Your feet come no wider than hip distance apart, and you reach your arms in front of you on the floor, about shoulder distance apart. I want you to lift your navel off the mat, hug it into your spine, and you're pressing your hip bones into the mat. And then let's reach our fingertips so far away in front of us that we cannot help but exhale and lift up our head and chest. Our ears stay between our arms. Inhale here and exhale to lower. Let's inhale, lift our arms up. Our head and chest come with it. And exhale to lower. Keep that core engaged. One more time, we inhale up. And exhale, lower. Next time, inhale, lift up your feet and legs. And exhale to lower. We do it again. We inhale, lift those legs. Exhale, lower. One last time like this, up and down. Next inhalation, lift both your arms and your legs up. Keep the back of your neck long and reach and reach. And exhale to lower. There's a plant in the way of one of my feet. Come all the way down again and inhale, lift all the way up again. Only do this there if everything feels great in your lower back and lower. If not, you can just keep lifting either the front or the back and alternate between that. Inhale, come up again one more time. And, well, I have to move over a little, sorry. While we're up here, let's start swimming. We move opposite legs and arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower everything down. And then you can come to your child's pose. So press your palms into the mat. Come up onto your knees. Sit your hips back for a moment. Lovely stretch of your back side here, of your spine. And then walk your hands next to your knees. Press into your palms to lift yourself up here. And then bring your legs over to one side so you can sit down. One last little push here. Let's engage our core. I don't know, should I be this way? We'll see. Come to balance on your sits bones. To begin with, you can bring your hands under your thighs. Lift one leg into a tabletop and the other leg as well. I want your back to stay nice and long. Your collarbone is wide and open as you reach one arm forward and the other. So that's our setup to begin with. Let's flip our palms so they are facing the floor. And then we inhale, tap our hands to the mat. Exhale to lift. We tap and we lift. So now, if you'd like to add on, we can tap our hands, extend our legs, and return. Tap and return. Let's do a few more here. And you don't have to move your legs. We'll do this twice more. Very nice. Now we come back and let's add a little bit of twisting here. So we exhale, tap our hands to the right, inhale to center, and exhale, we tap to the left, and we come to center. Your hands do not have to actually touch the ground. Just want to get a little bit of oblique work here. And if we want to, we could add some leg extensions. So straighten the leg that you're bending away from. Almost done. One more on each side, okay? Wonderful. You can bring your legs, or your feet I should say, back down to the mat. And then roll your back all the way down to the mat too. Make sure you can touch your heels, the back of your heels. Wow, words are so hard sometimes. Let's inhale to tilt our lower back, or our tailbone that is. Exhale to tuck. Inhale to tilt. Exhale, tuck, and roll all the way up and up and up. Breathe big into our bridge pose here. Lift your hips high. Reach your knees away. This is a beautiful, gentle inversion. We engage our legs here and our glutes for just one more little moment. One more inhale before we exhale to roll down, down, down. Inhale, gather your legs in, give yourself a good hug. And then T-shape or cactus your legs, your arms. Your legs come over to the right. Your gaze goes over to your left. You can take your right palm, plant it on the outside of your left thigh to help deepen your stretch. and come to your center. Take your legs to the other side, left side that is. Gaze comes to the right, and your left hand can assist in deepening your twist. Come back to your center. Give yourself a big, big hug, all the love you can. And then roll up and down your spine with me. We'll come to an easy cross-legged seat. Let's see, we have a few more minutes left here. So let's close our eyes for a moment. Soften our whole body. Let your breath come and go. Let your thoughts come and go. Let yourself be supported by the ground beneath, by the space around you, and by yourself, of course. Here you are. Give yourself a little smile. And then let's inhale, flutter our eyes open, reach our arms out to the sides and up above. Palms meet there. Exhale, we pull our hands down our midline. And let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach out and up. Embrace, embrace. Exhale, gather it all close to your heart. I want to thank you so much for sharing your time and your practice with me today. If you missed the first little part of it, my name is Adriane, if we haven't met before. This month, I'm all about the happy CBD drops. And if you'd like to try them out, you can always use the code JustLikeOhm for 10% off and free shipping. Just Like Ohm is a yoga and Pilates studio in New York City, or right now it's virtual, where I also teach. So if you haven't already, go check it out and give them a follow. It's Just Like Ohm. And there are some other fun things happening this week. I'll actually be teaching my first class this Saturday at a new outdoor yoga studio in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. It's called Glass House Yoga. And I'll be teaching the 9 a.m. class on Saturday. And Mindset Wellness CBD is also going to be there. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you again in person. And yeah, it should be fun. You can take a class with me, or there are 2 more classes happening that day at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. We'd love to see you. And yeah, if you have any questions about Mindset Wellness CBD drops or opportunities to take yoga classes or Pilates classes with me, or some of the other instructors that are on for the Wellness Wednesdays, feel free to send us a DM or an email. Reach out any way you may. Yeah, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day and hope to see you again soon. Bye.